Rawr!
Ew.
Hello and welcome to Midnight Readings. Today we'll be reading Smile at the Moon, written by Dasterdly W. I hope I pronounced that right. And as always, these are our amazing Patreons. The link is in the description if you wish to join, and there's some very nice rewards. And it does kinda help keep the lights on. Now, shall we get to it? Twilight stared up at the moonlit sky, content with the chill air around her. Her body was in a state of pure relaxation, as she remembered the events of her childhood that made her interested in the night. Ever since I was little, I always found such calm in the night. When most fillies my age were scared of the night, I basked in it. I would stare up at the sky and admire the beautiful artwork of the night. I remember just finding out about the tale of Nightmare Moon. I stared up at the moon and began to cry. I felt bad for Princess Luna. I could see from her point of view why it was she'd be upset. With no pony there to admire her work, she didn't feel as appreciated as Celestia, who'd be the one to start the day. Every pony looked up to her. How often did Princess Luna hear, "Oh, what a beautiful night tonight"? Never compared to how much her sister was told how beautiful her day was. And as I grew older, I would even fall asleep outside. I usually found myself staring up at the beautiful stars, smiling brightly whenever the moon was full. It may seem a little foolish, but as a filly, I promised myself I would smile at the moon every night. I hoped Princess Luna could see me. I wanted her to know that her night was appreciated, that there was someone who admired her for what she was able to do. And if she saw me, I hoped she would be happy. Twilight just smiled with a laugh. And now that Luna is free from her darkness, I've hardly ever seen her. Since the party Pinky threw for her, she must be scared no pony would care for her based on the tales. One day she'll break out of her shell. All she needs is a friend to walk her out. No pony should ever be without friends. And for all that time, she's been imprisoned. There's no way she's not lonely. After 1,000 years, would one even be able to socialize again? Princess Celestia sighed heavily and shook her head with a frustrated look across her eyes. Look, Luna, we've been over this. Ponies aren't nocturnal creatures. The way you rule during the night is that you help them to be ready for the next day. But that's just it! They sleep through the night to prepare for your day. Most are inside as it gets to sunset. I just wish I could have time for my work to shine. She let out an annoyed sigh. I wish that ponies would be up getting ready for the night to be up and around. I'd like to hear just one pony comment on how beautiful night it is, or how beautiful a night in particular is. But instead they all go inside and don't come out till morning. She pouted. She wasn't angry or fed up as it had been before she became Nightmare Moon. The longing for recognition still remained deep in her heart. I'm going out for a bit. And before Celestia could stop her, Luna had left. I wonder what Twilight Sparkle is doing right now. Ever since she saved me from what I had become, I feel like I need to see her. But what's the possibility she's even awake? During her flight, she noticed the library light was on. Not only that, but Twilight wasn't even in her bed. She was out on her balcony, with her eyes planted on the telescope. Wow, Twilight muttered under her breath. Everything is extremely beautiful tonight. I wonder how she does it. Luna squeaked lightly and quickly hid on one of the few clouds in the night sky. After a moment, she peeked over to continue watching Twilight. I wonder how many stars she's made. There have to be tons. She was hardly able to contain her glee as she thought about the possibility of the number of stars. Millions? Billions? Trillions? In all various shapes? Constellations? Dear Celestia, I'd stay up all night if I could. She didn't realize how tired she actually was. As she lay in her blanket, she took her eyes off the telescope and rested her head in her hooves and closed her eyes. I'll just rest for a few moments. Twilight fell asleep quicker than a kid crashing from a sugar high. Luna knew she was blushing as she watched Twilight sleep. Some pony actually thought her night was beautiful, and she even called it artwork. And of all ponies, it was Twilight. The thought made her face light up with happiness. It suddenly dawned on her that it was supposed to get cold tonight, and leave it to Twilight Sparkle to end up falling asleep outside. She slowly glided over to Twilight, lifted her up with her magic, and carried the sleeping mare back to her bed in the library. She covered her with her comforter, a smile bright on her face. Twilight Sparkle, you have no idea how happy you've made me tonight. She flicked off the light, and with the last thought, Luna flew back to the castle, her face filled with happiness. Celestia took notice right away. So, not even an hour ago, you were upset no pony appreciated your work, and now your face has a smile 10 miles wide on it. What happened? Luna turned and faced her sister with a giggle, as she tried to think of what to say. Well, a star smiled at me, and with another small giggle, she turned away and headed up to her room, leaving the ruler of the sun dumbfounded, but with a grin. A star smiled at me. This is a fun one, and I can definitely see it, though I also think Celestia is not telling Luna about all the other things that do happen at night. Perhaps they should, check out a concert or late night shows, because if I remember correctly, ponies are a little bit more advanced. I mean, come on, you got DJ Pone, right? Though also, I'm just checking something. Yeah, Twilight never says it out loud when Luna is there that her night is like art. She says that in her thoughts, but she doesn't say that out loud when she's there. So that might be a slight error, but, easy thing to change, or slightly adapt. But anyway, that was Smile at the Moon, written by Dastardly W. Hope you all enjoyed, and keep watching that moon, everyone. Bye!